Welcome back to Simplifying Synthesis. In this video, we are going to look at the total synthesis of Aconicarmisulfonine A. This work was published in JACS by the Maimone group and covers the synthesis of Aconicarmisulfonine A, a potent analgesic first discovered in 2018, and is the first known example of a diterpene alkaloid bearing a sulfonated inner salt. The synthesis began with reductive elimination. Ethyl ammonium chloride first reacts with an aldehyde to form an imine that then reacts with sodium triacetoxyborohydride, reducing it to an amine. This then took part in a peptide coupling using the HATU reagent. The carboxylic acid coupling partner is first deprotonated by diisopropyl ethylamine, and this then attacks the HATU reagent, forming an acyl tetramethyl isouronium salt. This is then attacked by the azobenzotriazole moiety, eliminating urea to form an active ester. This active ester is then attacked by the amine formed by the reductive amination to form the target peptide bond in a 77% yield over 2 steps. Taking this forward, it could then take part in an intramolecular photochemical coupling. The reaction used an iridium catalyst and was irradiated at 456 nanometers. This oxidizes the molecule, abstracting an electron from the most electron-rich double bond, which is present in the silyl-enol ether. The molecule is then deprotonated, forming an allylic radical that undergoes an intramolecular reaction with the alkene adjacent to the amide group. The tertiary radical, generated by this addition, is then reduced by the transient iridium-2 complex, and the position is then protonated by the pyridinium species. This reaction formed the challenging 7-membered lactam in a 48% yield. In the next step, the TBS protected group was swapped for a benzoate group. The compound was reacted with benzyl fluoride, cesium fluoride, and 18-crown-6. 18-crown-6 is a complexing agent that has a very strong affinity for cesium, making the fluoride more reactive. This fluoride attacks the silicon of the TBS group, generating an enolate that then attacks benzyl fluoride to form the target compound in a quantitative yield. With this in place, the amide could then be reduced to an imine. Vaska's complex first reacts with polymethyl hydroxyloxane, generating an iridium hydride and a silyl chloride. The carbonyl oxygen attacks the silyl chloride, forming a more activated electrophile that is then attacked by the hydride. The siloxy group is then eliminated, forming the target imine. Taking the compound forward, it was reacted with N-butylene, forming a lithium enolate. Mandra's reagent was then added, and this is attacked by the lithium enolate, eliminating cyanide and introducing the ester group alpha to the ketone. The reaction mixture was evaporated, and the residue was taken forward to a Mannich reaction without further purification. Triflic acid was added, and this protonates the enamine, forming an electrophilic aminium compound. Attack from the enol group forms a new carbon-carbon bond, producing the target compound with a 65% yield over 3 steps, with a 13-to-1 DR. In the next step, they carried out a Birch reduction. Lithium metal was dissolved in ammonia, and this generates solvated electrons. As the ring bears an electron-donating methoxy group, the electron first adds to the ortho position, producing a negative charge on the meta position. This is protonated by terbutanol, and the radical at the ortho position is further reduced by another electron, once again forming an anion that is protonated by terbutanol to generate a cyclohexadiene. These conditions also reduce the ketone and the ester groups, producing 2 alcohols. Taking this compound forward, the newly produced methoxyenol ether was hydrolyzed using tosylic acid, and the ketone was then protected as an acetal using ethylene glycol. After workup, the material was taken forward without purification and acetylated using acetic anhydride DMAP and triethylamine. This formed the diacetylated compound with a 55% yield over 3 steps. In the next step, Schwartz's reagent was generated in situ by the reaction of zircosine dichloride with dibol H. This bulky reducing agent selectively reacted with the primary acetate group, forming the target in a 51% yield. With this in hand, it was then oxidized using a copper chloride bipyridine complex. This complex is formed in situ and reacts with the starting material in the presence of oxygen and N-hydroxy-AZA-adamantane. This reacts with the copper-1 species, oxidizing it to copper-2, which coordinates to the hydroxyl group, and forming an N-oxy radical. This oxidizes the compound, reforming the hydroxy-AZA-adamantane and producing the target aldehyde and a 79% yield. With the aldehyde in place, it could then take part in an aldol addition elimination sequence. The acetate is first enolized by reaction with LDA, and this enol then intramolecularly attacks the aldehyde. Vaska anhydride was then added to the reaction mixture. This reacts with the alkoxide intermediate, increasing its ability to act as a leaving group, and the alpha position is then deprotonated by LDA, promoting the elimination to form the alpha-beta unsaturated product in a 95% yield. In the next step, this served as the electrophile for a Vinylogous Mukaiyama-Michael reaction. This was promoted by TMS triflate, which first silates the ethylene acetal. This promotes an elimination, forming an enol ether diene intermediate. This species can undergo an intramolecular reaction, where the diene reacts in a vinylogous manner, adding to the alpha-beta unsaturated ester, forming a new carbon-carbon bond, and producing the target spirocyclic center in a 56% yield, with a greater than 8:1 DR. The ester took part in the next reaction, which was a transamidation. Aniline hydrochloride first reacts with trimethyl aluminium, forming a highly nucleophilic intermediate. This attacks the ester, forming an amide and generating an alkoxide intermediate that was then trapped using Tes chloride and triethylamine, forming the product in a 63% yield. Taking this compound forward, it was then epoxidized using tert-butyl hydrogen peroxide and potassium tert-butoxide. The peroxide nucleophile undergoes conjugate addition into the enol, and the enolate then undergoes an intramolecular addition, forming the epoxide and eliminating tert-butoxide. This product proved to be quite unstable, so after workup it was taken forward without purification. In the next step, it was reacted with triphenylmethane thiol and cesium carbonate. The thiolate nucleophile adds to the alpha position, which is less sterically hindered and more electronically activated. The alpha position is then deprotonated by the carbonate, forming an enolate and eliminating hydroxide in an E1CB mechanism, forming the product in a 49% yield. Taking this compound forward, the final carbon-carbon bond to complete the polycyclic framework was formed. This was done by first deprotonating the amide with lithium HMDS, and then reacting it with Vaska anhydride, activating the amine as a leaving group. The position alpha to the ketone was then deprotonated, forming an enolate that then underwent intramolecular attack, eliminating the amine group, and forming the desired carbon-carbon bond in a 60% yield. With this complete, all that remained was a deprotection-oxidation sequence. This was carried out in one pot, using TFA and hydrogen peroxide in DCM. The TFA deprotects the Tes group, while the hydrogen peroxide oxidizes the sulfur, forming the sulfate and completing the total synthesis of Aconicarmisulfonine A in a 44% yield.